You're the bomb diggity.
I know. You don't have to tell me, babe.
Me and Maria are gonna be YouTube stars. We're gonna
Well,
create our own YouTube channel.
do no sexual stuff without me here.
Well, maybe. I mean, if that's what's gonna make us famous, what are we else are we gonna do?
Come on, cool.
Mwah. I love you.
The brand that I use.
What did I do? What did I do, babe?
You knocked out my thing.
Knocked out what thing?
You knocked out my charger
Which one?
for the computer.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
Where
you
is
did.
it?
You knocked it
Oh,
out.
yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm coming down now.
I guess that's
You
the
heard?
secret. Multiple purchasers.
All right.
Let's see.
All right, I'll be back, babe.
Okay. Be careful, please. You're sharing computer sound. I guess that's a secret because I don't see nothing.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that.
What?
Please be safe.
Aww.
Oh, you're welcome. Love you. Okay, so this is what we had to find out. Did the black screen show up? Where am I? Yeah, baby. What? Maria.
Did you notice was I more like did you notice a difference in me today than yesterday?
Yeah, definitely. Don't let Joe be so hard on you. He tried can
What?
he tried killing suicide before. He swallowed a whole bottle of pills, running around. I got me running around the house with no shoes on in the middle of winter.
Oh my
He is far from perfect. He means well, but
Yeah.
you can't listen. It's
No, I was wondering like if you saw like
I
you,
see. Yeah, I definitely see a
So,
difference every day
because
that goes by.
some people like will I think certain things work better for me. I've been on different medications
Mhm.
and I've been on ones that like are like this,
Yeah.
like where I can't even open my eyes, where I
What,
can't
like,
even eat.
Depakote or
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
You don't need that.
And like every time like I get on a rate, like again rate medication.
Are you diagnosed with bipolar or anything?
No. No. Yale said.
Oh, be careful. Yeah.
Sorry. Yale said that it's like I went to so many different ones because my mom, like, she gave me these false like
Of course.
promises that just go, and if you go just so
She wanted you to get money. She's money hungry. There's nothing wrong with you.
Like, how would I get
you
money?
you have,
By
you do most likely have ADD. That's something that you can't control, or ADHD, whatever it is. I don't know much about it. I just was told
I'm hyper, like
but I mean,
and I have anxiety.
yeah, and I have anxiety
Too.
bad
Yeah.
too, and it's not easy.
It's not, no, and especially like having to like you feel like you're gonna.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I can't breathe. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's tough. So I mean, those are all things. That's why I never used to meditate, and even like when I do meditate, I don't do like the things like they'll be like sit like this or put your hand. I just listen to it, but it has helped me. I mean, I'm not like a yoga instructor or will I ever be, but there are certain things that did help me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I said, it's one you have to find out what. But for me, journaling helped a lot,
Yeah, me too.
and just surrounding if I couldn't find good people to surround myself with, I surrounded myself with good things, like good information, or I was by my damn self. And that's it. If you
Mhm.
weren't here, I'd be by myself. That's and I'd rather be that way because I had the day my dad's funeral.
Mhm.
I hadn't been talking so long. My best friend came to the funeral. Here I am. You know,
Mhm.
like I don't need to be doing that shit.
Yeah.
It's not who I am. I never, I never really would have been. My parents never,
Yeah.
or did they even put it in front of me? The only reason why I ever did it was because of the people I chose to surround my damn self with, like an asshole. But again, it's
Mhm.
the life I lived.
Yeah.
I just learned how I was a victim for so long. Boo hoo, poor me, why me? And a lot of people suffer with that. But
Yeah, I finally had to like get out of like that mindset, like, everything's gonna fix itself, like, you know.
hmm and if people are negatively talking to you, if I didn't get the guts and glory to put asshole away, I probably wouldn't be here. But somehow I did, and it took a lot. It really did. But I'm happy I did it. And obviously, what if I decided to have his kid? And then what? Who knows?
Mhm.
But I didn't. So all I can do is be grateful.
Do you like feel like, is there a part of you that misses the old, like, the side of him that you fell in love with?
No, because that's not love. Love
Okay.
doesn't hurt. Love doesn't feel like that.
Right, that's what I'm like. That's,
I just didn't know that then.
you think it, that you think like, oh, you
He
won't be
didn't
able to
love
live.
me. Of course, I loved him, but it wasn't real love, as I
Yeah.
like to say, because real love doesn't hurt. It probably could have been if he wasn't who he decided to be.
How long were you guys together before?
We met at 15. We
Mhm.
dated about a year before he put his hands on me.
Mhm.
And then after that, it was,
All the time.
yeah. It was, we'd maybe go a couple days, and then it was
So
always
would you
something.
like not be able to go to certain places, or like have to cancel like going to your parents, see your
Oh
parents
yeah,
because
no
there'd
one
be
knew.
bruises on you?
Yeah, he whipped me with a hanger once. I slashes all over me. I had a black eye. Um, it was always something.
Did your brother know?
Yeah, that's a lot. That was a big reason why my mom and me lost. It was like they were, because they were older.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, and I did so good in school, and I guess I hid it well. I don't really.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. My dad always used to say to me he wishes he did more, and I said, Dad, it's not your fault. I just hid it well. I didn't. I guess I didn't show enough signs that I needed help, and
Mm-hmm.
I loved him, and like
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Sometimes I don't even know what the hell I was thinking. But I was so young, and when like I had one boyfriend before him who I lost the virginity to. He was he was a senior. I was a freshman. Cute. All the girls liked him, and he broke my heart, and he introduced me to Jay. So all I knew was broken heart, and then I knew Jay, who was obsessively in love with me, and so that's what I knew. Before then, my mom was a tomboy. She didn't teach me about dating. So I didn't know shit. I didn't know about sex. I didn't know about any of it. So it was really hard to. And my dad blamed himself for a long time, but it's not his fault. And that's why I just believe in finding a way to make a
Yeah.
impact.
Yeah. I mean,
Like I
like,
used to before, I wouldn't be able to talk about it without crying, or
mm-hmm.
before I wouldn't. A lot of times I wouldn't even
Want
talk
to talk
about it at
about it?
all. But now I learned to
You're
detach
healing.
the emotion.
Okay.
Like I don't feel anything anymore when it comes to that. I
Isn't that the
remember
best
it.
feeling? Like once like you finally like could talk about something or think about something and not have to all of a sudden change like your whole like where surroundings
Yeah,
because you can't like the thought of it is makes you want
I
to
always
vomit
felt
and
like
you
I
get
was like, under surveillance and always like, feeling like I was gonna be questioned. Even with Joe, Joe made me feel like that for a long time, and that's why it was hard for me to take him back, And one thing I will say with the guys that I did love and date and they were abusive, it was always when they were. So, I mean, and I think that's how I found forgiveness.
hmm
But it always got to the point where I think, like, honestly, the day I got suffocated, I fought him until I had no more movement in my arm. So I went like fight, 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 and then I started going slow, slow, and I started blacking out. And I said to myself, my mom's gonna find me dead in his room. And my cousin Karen had just passed away not that long prior, and I swear there's a picture in the kitchen. That picture appeared in my peripheral vision, and all of a sudden he let go. When he let go, my hair was in a rat's nest. My earrings were ripped out of my ear. I ran to the bathroom down the hall. I looked at myself in shock, and then he started coming. He was like, I don't even know why I let go. And I just ran out of the house. And I just believe she saved me all these times. And then eventually I said, if I don't start saving myself, no one.
so like each time would it get worse and worse?
That was one of the worst times. There was like a couple more times, and then I caught him cheating. It's so crazy that it took him cheating and trying to commit suicide on Christmas Eve, like my all that shit, I found hickeys on him, for me to be that mad. I should have left him for suffocating me. I forgave him for that, but once I saw that he had hickeys on him, I was done. Like
Like did he try to hide it or not even?
he didn't realize because
He
he
forgot.
tried to commit suicide, and he didn't know I was gonna. He probably wouldn't have died, but he swallowed a whole bottle of Xanax. I was like 17, 16, 17. I didn't fucking know. So I fought him, took all the Xanax out of his mouth, and he fought me and put them all back in. So I called 911. And like all these cops never came. And when I went to the hospital, I don't think he was so like out of it, he didn't realize he had hickeys on his chest. I left him, then he persuaded his way. There are guys like that, very controlling, very persuasive. I love you. I'll never do it again. Please take me back. Now I would never fall for it. But for someone raised, I was raised well. I was raised young, which I appreciated. But my best friend down the street wasn't raised young. Her father took drugs and gave us drugs. So the two combined made me experience things that I really wouldn't have if I didn't meet her. And sometimes I get mad at her father for the shit that he would let us do. Like give us E and things like that. But it makes me who I am. Like, and he's a miserable fuck. The mom's a miserable fuck. Even my friend, she did come to both my parents' funerals, which I respected because I didn't have a lot of people show up for those things. And it just goes to show the people and I found out later too, that my dad really wanted us to grow up in a different neighborhood. My mom was so cheap, she didn't want to buy the better house.
Are you serious?
My dad, told me. It's just things like that. I love
Like
my
like
mom.
those little things like but you want to know like really the real thing, yeah,
Yeah.
why.
As my dad started getting, like, it was like my dad even was able to tell like we weren't really religious, but we had this um pastor that baptized my son, and
Mhm.
so I guess he had called him. He had like felt like he was in, and he wanted to make sure that during his week that my son would know that Joey was the apple of his eye, and it was the best thing that ever happened to him. My son got to hear that, you know,
Aw.
and my dad was just such. My dad never yelled.
Mhm.
He was never mean. He was a lot like I'm a lot like him.
Mhm.
Very calm, and I mean his mom was just she was the one that lived to 96. She never yelled either. She never drank.
Mhm.
She was a little more judgmental than my dad, but my dad didn't judge nobody. He loved everyone. Everyone that came to his funeral, you know, your dad was so nice.
Aw.
And like, you know, what he missed out on a lot of my childhood because he had to work 3 jobs to support us. So
Mhm.
when Joey was growing up, he got to.
Be there for him.
Mhm.
That's special. That's really like that's special.
And I don't think if Joey was around, he would have fought like he did. You know,
Mhm.
because he used to tell me, you know, I raised 2 good kids. If I ever die, I'm happy. You know, and that's self acceptance. You know, he felt like he did a good job in life. But then when my son was born, I saw him fight, and it hurt me because a lot of my family would say, "Oh, you know, you haven't gone to see your father," but I would go every day after work, and no one knew that we
Mhm.
had that time together. And my dad would tell me things that you know no one no one believes, but I don't give a fuck,
Yeah.
you know.
You don't have to. It's like that. It's not for them to. If they wanna not believe it, they're not gonna take the how special
Yeah,
what
my
was
dad always
said.
said, he's
Yes,
like,
to you.
he as it was getting, he'd be like, I could feel you when you're not here. Like, he would just always have the right things to say.
Aww.
He was just he was a good soul.
Yeah, that's like I was really close with my grandfather, like so close. Like I have his picture in my like I just carry it. Like
Yeah, like, I had to steal
he's
this from my
yeah
family
yeah
because, like, they wouldn't give me anything.
yeah like I no I exactly. So I just like even like just the way like his a tie that he wore all the time like I kept in like and I lived in his room like that's my room my grandmother had 2 rooms but even the bed was more comfortable in the other room and it was set up that there was an air conditioner in it and now everybody knows it. I don't like the heat.
Being hot, yeah.
Now, I just because it was my grandfather's
It made
bed,
you
it was
feel
my
good.
grandfather mailed me a phone, and I felt like he was watching over me, and I felt like
He
he was
probably
with
was,
me.
and this is probably why
Because I
this is
swear,
happening.
how the many things that I didn't know that I was capable of overcoming, and I could do it without like and I did it. Like it was like
And knowing just how I am very in tune with the divine and my higher
yeah,
power, I believe your grandfather is with us in some way, shape, or form,
yeah,
and I truly believe if if you guys were that close,
oh
he
yeah,
he
like
made us connect,
yeah,
and you know it's just that's why I named my son after Joe's father. I never met Joe's father, but one of the first things I said to him was his father introduced me, and we went through hell before Joey was born. I wasn't even going to tell him
mhm.
about Joey, but and Joe was a mess when Joey was born. But I still always said I would name my son after his father.
Aw.
He, you know, he never met him. He was in the Navy, and you know, Joe was raised by him. He had like 10 siblings, and doesn't talk to anyone except for his
Mhm.
sister. And it's just, I just always felt like his dad. It's weird. I don't know. It's just, and I never really. We went to church, but I've never read the Bible or anything like that. 350 number 951
350.
951 350.
I don't know who that is.
I don't answer things I don't know anymore. It's usually a bill collector.
Wow. Like that's so, you know.
Yeah, and the more like I study like manifesting now and like the moon and just like things that I would never even think that I would study. I went to an angel channeler too,
Oh,
not
you
a
did?
psychic, but an
That's
angel
so
channeler.
cool. Oh my God, you have to tell me what it is.
So she told me that everybody's um, designated one angel guide in life, a spirit
Really?
guide. Yeah, everybody has one.
Mm-hmm.
My son's spirit guide's name is Steven. He was like 2.5. I have two, Marguerite and Michael. Michael's my warrior, and it happens to be there is a angel that they do name Michael, and he is a warrior angel. But
Archangel Michael.
yeah, but this Michael isn't Archangel Michael. It just happens to be his name, and it's funny because Marguerite, when my other grandma got Alzheimer's, we used to call her Marguerite, Margarita. We tease her because she was so far gone. So, but it's not my grandma, it's not my cousin. It's just those are my angels. They gave me two because I, for whatever reason, needed them, obviously. And she like doesn't see these angels. They speak to her through this pendulum. And what she told me was it was time for me to let go of my past. It will no longer haunt me, and it's no longer going to hurt me. And that day, like I have chills because I was able to. And Jay was actually dying, the guy that was, and he did try to call me, and I didn't answer. And she said that he's sorry.
Oh.
And she told me that Joey could see Steven, and when I would notice him playing in the air sometimes. And one day I was like, Joey, sit around. He was still little. He could barely talk words. I'm like, what are you doing? And all of a sudden he goes, I'm playing with a ghost. And he would never have learned that word. It didn't make sense.
Yeah.
And when I told her about it, she said, no, that's Steve. And he sees him. He doesn't see him anymore. When I mentioned Steven, he knew who Steven was. And she told me to make sure. That's why now I always have a cross hanging in his room. And she always said keep a light in his room because it's not normal to really see the angel, and it could get he wasn't gonna hurt him, but it's still funny that he won't sleep in a room by himself. And so, but she said they call him a rainbow child, that he is very intuitive. People, as he grows, people may tell me he has ADHD. He does not. She said that me and him are going to have a relationship beyond anything I could ever imagine with closeness, and that he's special. That he could see things, like he has an ability in that way, and I see it. I've never met a kid like him.
Like I could be thinking of something, and he says like,
it's crazy.
oh my God, like I didn't like I almost like was like.
He's just beyond
And I'm
his
like,
years, and that's what she said. He's beyond his years.
Like for me to be able to sit in a room like and actually like and I'm thinking something and he's finishing my thought and I'm like not me getting like thinking about okay well what's like questioning like where am I thinking this from is like but I'm getting like over like it's a pure feeling like he gives off. Like he doesn't give off any vibe of like a question or anything like that.
Exactly. And with him too, it's like,
can I have one more cigarette? I'm sorry.
No, I don't care.
Like I can't like I mean when if I was to bring that up, some people question like you know, like so I've learned to keep that to myself. Not a lot of people are like that. So
yeah, one day I did learn a lesson.
Like, oh my God,
I spoke about angels, and this lady I guess was a Jehovah Witness, and she's like, that's the devil.
Yeah, my grandfather's sister. Yes.
And I never really understood Jehovah Witness, but Jehovah Witness believes in Jesus and all this other shit. Like she told me her whole life story, and I didn't judge her for it. But you believe in Jesus, but you don't believe
Believe
in
in-
angels.
Yeah, exactly.
And if whether or not they're real or not, I'd rather believe in them
I
than
think
not.
they're real.
I feel, I know that, you know, like
That's
there's
the same
too
thing.
many
It's like,
things that happened, and
Yeah.
she told me that I my destiny is like my destiny job is to be a Reiki healer, and I didn't
okay.
know what that was
Mhm.
then, and it's weird because then I wasn't really into wellness or any of this stuff, spirit, none of that, and like learning now and getting more and more in tune with like the law of attraction, meditation, and now Reiki healing. You literally heal with your hands, and I have like I'm gonna be a Reiki master. This woman who I'm friends with, her hands can turn hot like coals or cold like ice cubes.
Mine do the same thing.
And yeah,
Sometimes.
like I guess it's like just not everybody can do it. I guess if I can, know people.
Your hands will turn like, well, I don't know if maybe it's just like my temperature. They don't do it like off of feeling.
Yeah, like you use your energy because we all are
Yeah.
energy, and that's what she does for a living is she does Reiki healing, hypnosis, but whenever someone's dying, for some reason it's weird. Like I feel like sometimes I'm sent to them, and like when I go in there, I'll like it just feels like my through my hands I give them a healing feeling because it's like usually within a half an hour they peacefully go or my for some reason I decide to walk by and I'll go in the room and I'll give them some words of whatever comes, and it's just always been like that since because I've been nursing since 17, 18 years old,
Mhm.
and I just have that. So I've never been scared of death, and I've never really it never really made me cry until my dad.
Mhm.
I didn't cry because he died. I just cried because he
He
died
was-
so soon.
Yeah.
You know? But it's just it never bothered me, and that's why I'm not really scared of it. You know, I still want to live a full life, but I don't fear it like most people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you you go about life like it like this is life and this is like part of it. Like some people obsess about like if they like are hypochondriacs like obsess over the things that they miss the
can't
beautiful
change.
like yeah the things you miss the things that really are beautiful. You don't see them because you're so busy worrying about like
Yeah.
that's how I felt like for so long. Like even like I hate to but like I felt like you know like I was actually like because I would pray and I would ask my grandfather watch over the kids because it's really weird when
If you remember to pray and if you remember to ask, they will listen and they will
Yeah.
help.
yeah
You
I
just have to remember.
yeah I have it in a few nights like I did one time while I was here but like every night at my grandmother's like I would do it and in the morning or if things would get really stressful I'd go right in the bathroom I do an Our Father and I would talk to like my grandfather like please and I would say help me and I felt like myself getting more confident within and I felt like someone was with me like and I'm very like sensitive like with energy like I could get my energy so high strung where like if someone else's energy is off like I could almost like
Because I believe
I question
they define ADHD as whatever ADHD is, but there's more to having ADHD than being a flaw. It's not a flaw. It's like almost like a skill or a benefit that other people lack. like,
Mhm.
and that's how you have to think of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
People diagnose you with it being a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing. It's just you. It's just what
Yeah.
you were gifted with, and once you learn to live with it and use it to its maximum capabilities,
Mhm.
you'll thrive.
Yeah.
And that's it.
How did you meet the English?
My best friend Jen, who's in Hawaii, her mom died, and it bothered her, and her friend Sam somehow connected, and she just always wanted to have some closure, and she gave me her number. She was 70 years old. She didn't know she was an angel channeler until 9/11, and one day it just she started having like angels come through to her, and so she developed a practice.
Wow.
And she actually she went way over the time. She didn't even charge me, and that's how like
Did she tell you things like too, like right away?
She started off by like she pulled a couple cards, and they all basically were focused on traumatic past and moving forward.
Mhm.
And she explained to me orbs and pictures and what to look for, like, which I never really knew, like, the little blurbs you see in photographs.
Mhm. Yeah.
And she showed that her belief is those are angels
Mhm.
in the photos. Some people may say it's the flash went wrong. She says they're not. It's your
Yeah.
angel with you. And she just gave me a comfort. Hey baby, we have
Mhm.
a stinky stick. Come in 2 more minutes.
Here, I'll definitely.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
You're so handsome.
Yes, you are.
You have a girlfriend?
He has
You
girlfriend.
got girls that are friends
Yeah.
that play the
In
game?
Roblox. In Roblox.
Yes.
You're really good at that, huh?
Yeah, like Joe thinks his girlfriends are girlfriends,
Yeah,
but
isn't
he
it?
just likes yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
kids.
He
Look
just
at how
he
cute
just
he is.
relates more with
Oh,
girls because
yeah.
boys are just
Yeah,
slow.
exactly.
They
With
look exactly like me. They make me win in games.
they're smart like you.
Yeah.
Most boys, except for a few, they lack the qualities that you have, my son.
He's so handsome.
54 friends. He loves numbers.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
He's always been very smart.
Yeah, he is. He's very, and he's like,
He's
he has
very
he has his
and
energy like is so like like healing almost.
mhm.
Like
Yeah,
it's
if you're around him,
serene. Yeah.
he will brighten up. I hate that he's not in school because this game thing isn't my favorite thing, but because he's such a good boy, I haven't been
Yeah.
on him, and because I've had to work so much. But he never was a gamer before, but without school,
Yeah.
because like he received the awards in school, like he prevails in school, and without
Yeah, now I put real YouTube.
he wants a YouTube channel and
I'm
everything.
a real YouTuber
My son has.
now.
Yeah, I think like I try to look at it as like because Frankie he likes like he does the games and everything, and while they're I look at it as well they're not in school they're
Winter, he is far from her. Yeah.
instead of watching TV.
And one
Would you
YouTuber
rather
Yeah.
them watch
is
you know?
really real.
Yeah, I mean he's used
I'm
yeah,
really
and I bought him like Minecraft, and he used to build whole marble castles
Oh
like
my god,
by himself.
It's one was
I
taller
can't
than
even
my
do it.
head.
it was.
I had to stand on my chair to get
Since
up.
he
You
was
did.
since he was like 2, 3 years old, he could build our whole house would be filled with railroad tracks, and
Oh
like
my
he'd
God.
build them by himself.
Yeah.
He's always been very creative, and but I hate that school isn't happening because it's And yeah, and he still has that baby in it, my love. Mighty Pups. Um, I can't wait to watch it with you. Of course, Daddy's calling.
Daddy is like, he's so.
Yes, dear.
Alright, you wanted oregano, cinnamon. What else,
Oh,
mommy? Oh, I gotta get a
my
loaf
food
of bread.
stamps.
I gotta get a, huh? Oregano, cinnamon, and what else did you say?
For now, all I know is the oregano and cinnamon.
Alright, and I gotta get a loaf of bread. They don't have paper towels. They don't have any type of sanitizer.
We don't need that stuff, babe. We have plenty of that right now.
I like to have like.
I'll get us the thing of wipes tomorrow at work.
Alright, I got a loaf of bread. Is there anything else you want me to get from here?
Where are you?
No.
We don't gotta make it complicated. Stir it up now. You and me, we got time to waste it. So give it up, cool down. Bigger houses, faster cars. Don't need it all, just come around to the backyard. We don't gotta make it complicated. I feel it all with every piece of me. It's going down and we're turning it up. It's okay now, don't you worry. I let it go when I'm caught in a rush. We don't gotta hold the money. We'll make it work with whatever we got. So bring yourself in all your homies. And throw it down 'cause we're turning it up.
Video on how to do it because I a big black thing popping up on my screen looks ridiculous.
It's almost like if
It ruins
somebody.
the whole video.
Yeah,
I've been using Zoom for years. It's pissing me off.
that's what it's called. Zoom, ZUM.
Yeah, ZOOM. And I don't know if it's because it's changed. Maybe there's got to be a secret to it, but I'm not really tech savvy,
Mm-hmm.
so that has been a challenge for me. I've never been tech savvy. That's why it takes me longer to make the website.
Well, yeah, I'm the same way. It's like I try to fix one thing and then I go into another. Like you try to fix one thing and then it's like another thing pops up and then another thing.
Yeah, like I understand the like the marketing and the processing behind it more than the. That's why when I do get this money, I'm gonna just pay someone to finish my website because I have two websites that are almost complete, but I just can't figure out the last final steps to make it so that it's just a functioning website that I can just add content to. And then I got really good at webinars,
Yeah.
but if black screens, like I want to do this boot camp, but nobody wants to watch a black screen show up on my thing. I mean, I guess it's not too bad, but it bothers. I want it to
It's
look.
like you don't want. Yeah, it's
I want
not.
it to look good, especially if people are paying for something. Like
Yeah.
I'll show you what I made. This. This is on a membership site. It's called
You get so like see how where the couch is and like where this how this is set up. That's the same way like where Frankie's downstairs that his dad's is set up when he plays video games. And when I was working at Plan Danielle, there was this kid that he's psychic, you know. And
I love psychic.
he did
Like
the thing angel messages.
yeah, I would love
And
it.
he
I have
said-
so many more questions, especially
he
now. Yes. Hey. Hello. I'm just gonna put it. X out of Facebook.
He is so cute.
Hold on, let me see if I can find you. What the hell is that?
So now, what do you have to do? When do you have to go into work tomorrow?
11.
Do
So
you,
you
do
should-
you need to look at your schedules?
Wait. Yes.
If ask Joey what he wanted, for Paw Patrol. What do you want, Rocky?
Joey, what do you want for Paw Patrol? Rocky.
If Rocky, if they don't have charged up Mighty Pups, Rocky, what else does he want?
If they don't have charged up Mighty Pup Rocky, what else do you want? Jojo. What? If it's not Rocky, he doesn't want it.
Alright, well I'm gonna get him something else then. Alright,
Okay?
love you.
Love you. Bye. So I'll show you this one is my the membership site that I created with a course in it. I just had to make a sales page, which has been I lost passion for it because it got annoying. So that's why I joined Teachable, but I still haven't made that sales page either because it's like I've been working so much. So I can't wait till I'm not working because then I'll have all this shit done.
Like, do you wait till you get out of work? Like, do you think about that and that and work?
Mhm.
That's so like awesome that you have a passion. Like,
This is my course. I made a course called Launch Your Movements, and this is a membership site that I had invested in. It's all about marketing and so this is where I learned a lot of my stuff. So it goes. So if someone bought it, they would see this video. So like this video goes into like 20.
Welcome to your masterclass on mindset and your daily success rituals.
Video, and then I did a class on manifesting.
Hello, everyone. This is Janae Marie, and this is your magic manifesting. I will say the words
And then it goes into. I gave a couple like these are like PDFs. This is a live training on presentations,
So,
and I just teach on how to do it like here.
industry
no,
in a home business lifestyle,
and this pisses me off there. So these are all videos, and then I have this. I ended up adding it down here. And then here's an affirmation course that I made. All about how to use affirmations to manifest your desires. So I created this. So like I was selling this course for $97. And
Wow.
this is a Zoom on how like a daily DMO and how to build your audience from scratch. Then this one goes into how to create your own course using this membership site. I teach people how to go through and create it. And then I go here, more videos. This one's on, I have to go down here. I just don't like this membership site as much as the Teachable. This one is
hello,
ever marketing video I made.
So
we
cool.
want
And then complete this lesson. And this one.
we're going to share screens.
You know,
I hope some of you could jump in the webinar platform
The
background.
Just imagine for a minute that type of lifestyle.
There's
A mom
there's nothing there.
who
no pet.
was at one time so sure that she was perfect in her skin. She thought that her life was going great. She had so many friends. I was going out all the time, and then
I used to do an hour hour training there. There's like all videos here, and then
Oh my God! Wow.
I do class. Here's just a silly live video.
cheers. Happy Saturday, everybody.
I do like a live video when you're sharing a product,
Oh, cool.
and then I do a gratitude, like I give away freebies. Here's an Instagram.
So these are
bonus.
all on like people. A lot of people have these.
Nobody can access this unless they pay for it.
So how do
So
do they have? So you go to the classes, or you go and you pay for to get the knowledge. Like
yeah,
you
I
learn
already I did
Boom,
2
boom,
years of
boom.
training.
Oh wow.
So now I'm live
And then-
streaming
Okay,
on
now I get it.
Facebook.
Okay.
It's that simple.
With,
How, like,
this one is
just imagine the
for-
possibilities of that, ladies.
Now, do you
How
have
you
to
can
pay
be
for this?
live streaming
So I
on
paid
Facebook.
for it.
Really driving me crazy right now.
It's gonna be ending
But I am going.
in May next month,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm probably gonna take all of this stuff and
Mhm.
put it onto the Teachable platform, which because a lot of these, this was my first course I ever made, so it was kind of just playing around and getting an idea of what I could do, and so I just have a lot of content that I
Hello,
made a
hello.
lot of videos.
We want
How I can build a
to
YouTube channel,
Yeah.
share.
things like that. But
So what are we going to share? We have a
like,
and launch. Let's get started.
and then there's a little black bit
So
that
first things first, when you jump on your social screen,
teach people
big for
Now, can they ask you
really driving me
questions?
crazy right now.
So what I
But
do is
I am going to make sure it works. I didn't change anything with the sound, so it should be working.
mastermind group that I created.
Mm-hmm.
So in that group, I would offer weekly coaching and then one-up
Hello,
and
hello.
buyers.
We want
I
to
launching it because
share.
I just didn't have the time.
So what are we going to share?
yeah.
We have a lot that we can share.
Yeah.
When
Share
I got
computer sound.
to Teachable, but here like you could make like a checkout manager. Like I really went above and beyond. I really didn't have to do. They don't recommend you making a product that big, but like that's just how my mind is. I'm just crazy. So like I can make a checkout funnel here, but it just got to be too.
Like you need to dedicate a lot of time.
Yeah, to make
for
it look
look-
nice.
yeah.
So with Teachable, which I love, is it looks so much more pretty.
Now, how did you get introduced to that line? You said the
A nurse happened to reach out to me and mentioned it to me. I looked at it. It took me 2 days to decide, and I went all in. This is like what the Teachable platform looked like. So instead of the way the videos looked here, my videos would be, this is just called, I would have like my logo here would be like if I wanted to put the butterfly picture, and then I play the video and my videos would just pop up.
To be with you, my name.
It's easier to, like, instead of having like videos, it just tells you what it is. And then so this is where I want to build my next course.
cool.
And I have like, I started the platform, but I think I'm going to do like, starting from scratch, like how I was sharing today. Like, so what the videos that we make, getting your profile set up, I'm going to put into the Teachable platform, and then the sales page is like pretty much all you do is like plug in your copy,
Yeah.
and then like it's like easy to sell.
Yeah.
So it'll be like all the videos that we make, we just plug right in, and then it's done. So that's what I'm gonna try to get done this weekend with us. And from there we'll just keep making videos, keep making content, because we got to market our course, we got to launch it.
That's cool. That's so like
This is what I've been studying a lot too. I probably watched this course like 6 times already, like everything on launching. That she's good.
so. You know
This
what
lady.
is like Chrome, like and MacBook, all those.
So Chrome,
those-
Google Chrome is what I'm on now.
Mhm.
It's just a way to. Oh, I'm still on Zoom, I guess.
Is that easier to and is it more
Chrome is the better.
version of Google?
Google is Chrome.
Yeah, like well, why is there two? Like that confuses me a little bit.
Chrome is Google. Google is Chrome. Chrome is an like like an app, like almost like Microsoft. Like this is Microsoft Edge, and this is Chrome. It's like it's an extension.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
I don't really understand all that shit either. I just learned how to use it.
Like I was after I had Adriana. I had such bad postpartum, and my self confidence went like I had to get so many teeth pulled out, like and
That's what me
like
had 7
I gained
cavities.
so much weight, like it was like outrageous, and I couldn't lose the weight. My body wasn't processing my medication the right way. One day I'd get hot flashes, didn't feel any of my medication. The next day I would like both the medication from the day before and that the morning that I would always take it at the same time. Jimmy would wake me up, like because we tried so many different things because we went to 3 different gynecologists and doctors, and they all said, "Oh, don't worry, it's natural, it will pass." You know?
Yeah.
So then the next day I would take it, and then I would be like this, like the methadone would like double up in my body.
They say that it's no joke. Like postpartum is a serious.
Yeah, like I didn't know you could have it up to 5 years.
Yeah, like I mean, and a lot of people say when they have their daughters.
Yeah, the girls. Yeah, because I didn't have it with my son. Plus, I did my own research. I know that if I knew how important like your diet was, your sleep, you know what you eat, like your mood, like all of those things are so important. The older you get when you have a child, and especially it was a girl. Like, okay, I didn't eat good at all.
Yeah, because you
So
don't
I
know.
was up at night all the time because she was up at night. Like that's when she started like kicking it, and it was so weird. And she still like it took so long to get her out of that, but it was just like
And that's an experience that probably still hard for you to overcome. And
well, it's you know what it's like
once you
it
start
gave a
losing
lot.
the weight too, you'll feel better.
Yeah,
Because I felt like crap too.
yeah. I mean, like
And
there's times where I'll lose weight, and like right now, my stomach right now this is small compared to how
yeah,
big my stomach was.
You look good. You don't.
But no, this isn't.
But I know like
No,
what
my
it feels like to
cheeks.
want to look better.
I want to and I want to feel good. I don't
Yeah.
want to.
But
know?
just by putting that face stuff on,
How
your
different.
face looks so good.
Right, and I feel like even like being like always having your guard up, and things always being sometimes negative, and
Yeah.
the way people get used to
Ruin your life.
I mean, how is someone supposed to have a normal life
You
if
can't.
there's things I don't want to?
And hopefully what you will learn from this is as soon as you feel a negative energy, you run like the wind.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause I learned, like, even with that girl, she was not negative at all. That's why I couldn't believe how quickly she changed, and she reminded me really quick on, how I have to remind myself that people aren't always what they seem.
What they seem, yeah.
But like she didn't affect me and who I am, but I'm sure her life isn't as glorified as she would like it right now because karma is a bitch.
Yeah. Like, I mean, for basically knowing that, not knowing why someone wants to do what they're doing or why they're acting a certain way, and you know that that way is, you know that things aren't right, but you know that you aren't doing anything to make things not right, you know, and then you finally take certain steps where you're like, okay, well, maybe I have to get like you know, an insurance, like to make sure if I get put in a situation that I can get myself out of, like not me putting myself in that situation, but me being set up to be like in that in that scenario. Do
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying? Like, I need to make sure I do what I have to do. And like, okay, for instance, I didn't get the phone from SafeLink, so now I have to go fill out a police report.
Don't even do all that.
I didn't, but like I was going, I made sure I educated myself to take the steps on what I had to do, you know, and this has been like a long time. Like, there's things that, you know, kept getting like thrown in my face, but like I didn't act on it. I said, let's just keep let's just forget about everything. You know, that's not the way I am, and that was getting me nowhere. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? Like, it
Yeah.
was getting me nowhere. Like, people were still walking.
Hi there, I'm Adrian.
It's not, I mean, those things aren't easy to just, you know, walk away from. But I'm
You know?
telling you, the more you're away from them, the better you're going to feel each day. Like today, you had a better
See, I
day.
almost feel like, you know, I know a lot of people like probably think that I'm one way
But
because
who cares what they think?
yeah, I never ever really was a person who cared what everybody thought. But having someone 24/7, like,
Tell you something is hard. Yeah. Joe,
right?
even when I first had Joey used to tell me I was niggers and like it was hard. Like he gets mad sometimes, but I tell him he made my life very difficult. And
He did.
yeah, he made it very difficult. And had to forgive him. It took a while, but I know he's sorry. I mean, I he was going through a divorce too, and I just knew a little bit better. But I loved him,
Mhm.
and you know,
It's like you go in and you wish for the best and you hope for the best, and like, you know, you don't want someone else to judge what you're doing or have an input. Like, if you feel like that was the right
Yeah.
thing to do, you did it, and it was meant to be that way for whatever
and
reason.
that's what I hated about people is
Like,
their
they're
stupid
like, well, if
judgments.
you didn't do this, if you didn't, like someone said, why did you give Adriana, you know, her dad's last name?
I know,
Because
like,
it's
he's
her-
a dad,
like,
yeah.
like my grandmother said that,
Yeah,
and she said it to his mother.
people are sick
Like,
to me when
are you serious?
when they're like that. Like they make no sense.